with me. Good afternoon. Today I am joined by Boston Chief of Housing, Sheila Dillon, Chief Financial Officer, Justin Sterrett, and Director of Office of Workforce Development, Trin Nguyen. And I also want to thank Dan Nicolai and Grisella Sadalin for her work as a cleaner in our city, and for both of them for their advocacy on living wages. Together, we are happy to announce bold new measures to promote economic equity and opportunity for working families, starting with an expansion of the Boston Home Center First-Time Homebuyer Program. With a $2.4 million investment, this program in my FY22 budget proposal, we will be able to provide up to $40,000 in assistance to income-eligible people seeking to purchase a home for the first time in Boston. Through the First-Time Homebuyer Assistance Program, residents can receive up to $30,000 in down payment and closing costs assistance for condominiums and single-family homes. They can receive up to $35,000 for a two-family house, and up to $40,000 for three-family properties. This change more than triples the average amount of assistance previously offered by the city. It also increases the opportunities for Boston families to buy their own homes, and it helps to close the racial wealth gap in our city. Over 70% of home purchases supported through the First-Time Homebuyer Assistance Program have been in communities of color, helping residents of color who have been impacted by redlining. As a person who used a First-Time Homebuyer program to purchase my own home, I know how important homeownership is to maintaining economic stability and breaking the cycle of poverty. Owning a home is part of the American dream, and I am proud of the work of Chief Dillon and her team and leading at the Boston Home Center to make the dream of owning a home a reality for our residents here in Boston. Closing the racial wealth gap means we also have to address the wage gap. That is why I am signing an executive order establishing a prevailing wage standard for key city service contracts. Effective July 1st, the City of Boston contracts for cleaning and security services will adopt the prevailing wage rate set by the Massachusetts Department of Labor standards. That means contracted workers will be guaranteed rates of $14.85 to $20 per hour, with an additional $6.26 to $6.70 per hour for health and pension benefits. This executive order recognizes the importance of family-sustaining wages and benefits in Boston, starting with our contracted workforce. Through the collective bargaining process, I will also extend prevailing wages to the City of Boston employees and related positions. This approach creates a more equitable platform for wage progression, helps achieve family-sustaining wages for more workers in our city, and promotes the kind of economic mobility that is needed to close the racial wealth gap. This is an important day in the City of Boston, and we will lead by example and encourage private employers in and around Boston to join us in this effort. This is our opportunity to create a stronger, more equitable city. These prevailing wage rates are and will continue to be determined by the Massachusetts Department of Labor standards. My executive order will be instituted by various departments, including the Department of Property Management, the Boston Public Library, and the Boston Police Department in coordination with the Office of Workforce Development. This new prevailing wage, together with expanded access to home ownership, helps workers and employers. When workers can earn enough to save, they can save enough to own their own home, building intergenerational wealth for healthy, vibrant families. And when employers pay a living wage, the cost of employee turnover goes down while productivity goes up. These new steps to strengthen wages and expand the path to home ownership help ensure the equitable recovery for our residents from the COVID-19 pandemic. These efforts will work together with other programs that I have introduced since being sworn in as mayor, including $2 million for the highly successful, affordable One Plus Boston Homebuyer Program, $50 million in new rental relief to help residents stay in their homes, and $50 million emergency package to support an equitable recovery and reopening for our city's residents, workers, and small businesses. Thank you very much for your attention, and now I will sign the executive order. Are there any questions? Wonderful. Let's take a picture together with this. Thank you.